The semi-finalists have been found at the Rugby World Cup in Japan, but most people think the All Blacks' clash with England will, in essence, be the final. Wales and the Springboks round out the last four, but neither were impressive in the way they reached the semi-finals. Rugby reporter Joe Porter is in Tokyo.
South Africa were the last team to qualify for the final four, ending the fairy tale run of host Japan with a 26-3 win in Tokyo. The Boks were bruising on defence but offered very little on attack, and coach Rassie Erasmus knows they'll need to be more consistent to push further into the tournament.
Don't get soft moments away. I think that's when we will have a real chance. I think we do have the pack. I think we do have the backline players to go all the way. But I think in a game which is 80 minutes, and let's say if you have 4 or 5 minutes where you drop your concentration, which we did against New Zealand, you get found out.
Erasmus talks about the All Blacks, who they could meet in the final, but they'll have to get past Wales first in Yokohama on Sunday.
They are definitely a team with a lot of X factor. They've got a great coaching staff, and they've created depth in every single position. And yeah, I think they've got good confidence, great team spirit, and big challenge for us.
Wales were even less convincing than South Africa. They needed a red card to the opposition and a last-gasp try to get past a French team who had largely been a rabble before last night's quarter-final. Coach Warren Gatland concedes they got lucky in Owita.
I think the better team lost today, but that red card was obviously significant. And the thing about our boys is the great thing is that they don't give up. They just keep trying to the end.
Trying is one thing, but winning is another, and Gatland says they'll have to lift their standards significantly if they're to be a title threat.
We need to go away and have a look at some critical areas, just the way that teams have been quite effective in playing against us and getting a bit of success, so we need to address that. But you're in a semi-final of the World Cup and it's 240 minutes to do something for the rest of your life, so we're down to 160 now.
It's hard to see either the Springboks or Wales reaching the levels the All Blacks and England have, with the victor in Saturday's clash in Yokohama expected to go on and win the whole thing. The England coach Eddie Jones is as confident as ever after crushing the Wallabies in their quarter-final, but he knows the All Blacks are a different beast, and he's asking his players to find an even sharper edge for the semi-final.
The best samurais were always the guys who had a plan but they could adapt. They had a calm head but they were full of aggression, and I thought we were pretty much like that. But again, the challenge is how we get better, because there's always a better samurai around the corner.
The All Blacks were equally, if not more impressive in their dismantling of Ireland, and coach Steve Hansen says if they play to the best of their ability, they have a pretty good shot at winning. He says the challenge will be to stop his players from tightening up when the pressure comes on.
We know they're going to be tough. You don't win 18 test matches in a row without being a good team, and the team that did that is basically the team he's got here. So they're playing good footy, so they'll be confident, as we will be, playing well ourselves, and we just got to make sure as a coaching group and management group we create an environment where these guys can really express themselves come Saturday.
If both teams can do that, it should make for one hell of a test match. In Tokyo, mō te hōtaka o te ahi pōnei, ko Joe Porter aho.